Start. Welcome to everyone. Today, our guest is Bucky Graham again. Unfortunately, the fight against Dillon Duncan has been pushing back many times. I mean, COVID is making the mess in the world. So, how are your thoughts on the preps and how's everything going? Been some beef lately between the Dodgers. What can you say in the upcoming situation?
Yeah, so I don't think Dillon's faking anything in this, but I must say it is starting to get my nerves how many times he's pulling out of this fight. That's twice now. I had to push it back. December 4th is the date that we're looking to get it done in, but who knows? Anything can happen between then and now. Maybe something will happen to me personally. Of course, I have no idea. I've got no control over anything that happens there, especially on Dillon's side as well. I do wish the best for him. If he is going some serious health issues, then of course wish the best of Dillon. But I've been going through this training camp for so long now, and there's been all this heat between the gyms. The window smashing incident which happened a couple of months ago. It's getting pretty tense. So I'm not very happy with the current situation. If that's what you're hoping for.
Are you upset because of Dillon's medical issues because the fight had to be pushed back like 2 or 3 times?
Well, obviously it's not his fault. He has no control over that. So, like I said, I don't think he's faking it, but I think he would understand why I'm upset with this fight being constantly pushed back, and I'm sure he is too. I'm sure he is too.
What is EGG training program? I mean, in my state, I know what it is in my state, but we call it differently. Can you explain how it works in your state?
Well, it's a bit of a new thing I'm trying to create here, specifically in our gym. So I'm not sure what the exact word for it is, but it stands for each part of the EGG, or just egg if you want. So the E stands for examine, the first G, sorry, stands for grab, and the second G stands for grateful. So you'd examine the situation, which of course right now is the situation with me and Dillon, him pulling out and the fight being pushed back, and training camp has been all over the place. And then the grab is to take the situation, deal with it, and then after it's all dealt with, grateful is to be grateful that the situation has been dealt with and you've moved past it. That's what that is.
Exchanged some messages with Otis on Windows smashing situation, and we've been quite a while with that. So, what exactly happened in the incident? That day I was airing UFC, so I was unable to go to both places at the same time. So, I only know what you told and recognized Otis, your voice, and the Brazilian dude's voice. So,
Yeah. So that was real. That was on the Brazilian training partner we've had for a couple of months now. He's really cool. But yeah. So there's this guy called Robbie Waugh who we heard used to train with Matthew Mosher's team in their gym. But we have heard that he has no association with them to the window smash incident, which did occur when he panned in a window with a brick a couple of months ago. Took quite a bit to repair that. As repaired now, thankfully, so we're good to go with that. It did take the police a day to hunt him down, catch him. They found him down the road in his nan's house in the attic. But he's been dealt with now. He's out of the situation, and I'd like to hope that it didn't have anything to do with the other team. That would be that would be really annoying. Really disrespectful to send something to do that. But I'm just hoping that he did it under his own fruition, out of wanting to, I don't know, maybe get some respect from their team. But that's not how it turned out.
what do you think? Was it a mutual agreement or he acted on his own?
I personally want to believe, and I want to think that he did do it on his own without having anything instruction from the Mosher gym. That's what I want to believe. So that's what I'll think.
What do you think? How is this fight against Dillon different compared to your original fight that took place at the first time? Are stakes this time higher? Maybe some potential contractor?
Well, this is the second rematch I did in my career. Obviously, we just finished up the series with Ali there. I think it is different, especially a rematch from a guy that you fought previously. We've both did a lot since then. You know, I lost to Ali and then I beat him. Dillon beat Matthew Clement. So we've both been active since the first fight. I think it's got to change because once you've been in there with a guy, we weren't in there for very long, but we're still in the cage with each other. It does kind of change the way that you train, prepare for stuff like that. So I'm excited for it, and hopefully, of course, Dillon does get the best recovery he can possible, because I think he wants to run this back as much as I do. I mean, he's the one that lost the first fight, so he should be really determined to get back in there. So I do hope this gets done.
What do you think? Will this COVID situation affect both sides when it comes to preps for the upcoming matchup?
Well, so far, thankfully, we've not had any problems with COVID in our gym, but obviously that's not the same for theirs. I think there might be an outbreak of some sort. I'm not sure specifically what is wrong with Dillon. I've not been in touch with their team that much. But obviously for him, if it's had some long-term health effect that I'm sure will affect him physically. And I know that I said that it's been scheduled for December 4th. I can't guarantee that that's going to happen, but that's what we're hoping for. I can't guarantee this is going to take place before the year's done. So yeah, it's looking about rocky right now.
What can you say about the scuffle between Graham Kidd and Matthew Mosher? And there were some hints the religion was involved in that one. Was it or wasn't it?
Yeah, so this is a bit of a complex situation. So obviously, Graham Kidd's one of my trainers, and maybe a year ago by now, it was a long time ago, where he was jumped in a car park. Some members of the opposing gym were involved. We believe Matthew Mosher was one of them. He was attacked with a lead pipe in a brutal and awful attack. He's an old man. He's in his 40s. But there was a recent scuffle, you're correct, at one of the gyms, outside one of the gyms in the car park, kind of similar to this first situation there. And Ridgeland may or may not have been involved. I've been discussing with Graham Kidd. Apparently, seen Matthew Mosher praying outside of the gym, and he did lunge at him. He attacked him. Now, you could argue that is because Graham Kidd hates religion, and he just wanted to attack him for that. But I could argue that it's because he wanted to get his revenge for the first time he was jumped. So that's what I think. But you could say, oh, well, they jumped him because he was praying. I'm not sure much about that. You can. It's up to you how you look at that. That's what I think. And if he did attack him because of religion, then that's not great for us, man. Graham Kidd, I did respect the guy, but you can't be attacking people for religion, man. That's not on. That's not on. So hopefully that they're both gonna set their differences. Maybe they could get a kid with her. Matthew Mosher. I know he's maybe a trainer, but Matthew Mosher's got to step in there and get in one.
How was the current situation between dojos, between Moshers and Otis dojo?
Tense, very, very tense. Obviously, we've been trying to one up them. Of course, we got in our Brazilian standout, Real Sanchez, and he's been doing very well. He's really good on the ground. He's trained with former UFC fighter National here, if you know who that is. He used to train with him. And they tried to get in their own Brazilian prospect. He couldn't get a visa over in time. They ended up getting their own Bulgarian prospect. So we were like, let's get a better Bulgarian prospect. So we ended up getting Varislav Barnyshev over from Bulgaria. And he's been working out great. He's really good. He's got really good. I think he did Sambo. I think he did as a kid. So it's just been quite competitive recently, and there's been a lot of fun stuff going on between the gyms. I want to do some sort of like jiu-jitsu event or something, like our gym versus the other gym. Try to like just keep it down a bit. I don't want to get any more street fights or anything like that, or any more panning each other's windows or vandalising. I just want to keep it like professional, if you know what I mean, like sportsmanlike, but still competitive.
What city is the Bulgarian guy coming from, and what are his thoughts on my work and my channel?
So he said he was born in Sofia in Bulgaria. That's where he said he was born.
Yeah, that is 90 kilometers from Kyustendil. I'm from Kyustendil, 90 kilometers away. Yeah, continue, please.
Yeah. He said he was born there, and I think he moved somewhere when he was about 17, I think. He moved somewhere else. Wasn't too far away. He was still in Bulgaria. But he just came here now.
Varna, Burgas, Stara Zagora, Varna, Burgas, Stara Zagora, Plovdiv, Veliko Tarnovo.
I think it might have been somewhere like Plovdiv or something like that.
Plovdiv.
It wasn't too...
Yes,
I think
Plovdiv,
it was.
Plovdiv,
I think
Plovdiv.
it was. He moved there when he was about 17, and then he spent the rest of his life there, and now he's moved here very recently, just a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, he said that he'd heard of you in Bulgaria, because I think you're quite famous in Bulgaria, the Bulgarian cowboy, of course. But then when he came here, we always watch your videos and stuff in the gym, so he's learned a lot more about you, and he says that you're a very funny guy, and he likes watching your videos now when he's in his spare time.
Well, in Kyustendil and in one small place near Kyustendil, I'm pretty much famous. I even can't walk out down the street. If people find out that I'm here, I even have to follow the creek when I go running. So I will record a video one summer when I go. I will record a video how I stay away from the attention, how I follow the creek to take an alternate route.
I mean, Vlad, we can relate on that. We're both very popular in our own parts of the world, so I can feel you. I can feel you in that. I mean, I've not had it as bad as that, where I've had people outside my door or anything like that. I don't have to take any alternate routes, but obviously that's a bigger deal for you. You're obviously more famous in Bulgaria than I am here. But yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I'm very happy because Bulgarian guy is there, because he will probably tell to other guys in my native state, and of course that's what I need to do. That's what I'm paid to do. So it means the job is done great. So the last question: what do you predict? Will the fight against Dillon happen, or you have a bad feeling that it might be pushed back again? With COVID, everything is unpredictable. In my state, it's a very tricky situation right now. I can't even mention the number of infected today. It's the record was broken.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure that December 4th is going to happen. That's on. I mean, even if it doesn't happen, fight fans will have the pleasure of watching Jose Aldo Rob Font that same night. So even if it doesn't take place, they'll still be able to watch that fight on Saturday night, December 4th. But obviously, I hope that December 4th will be the day. I'm just ready to get in there and do this fight. It's been pushed back twice already, like I said previously. I'm hoping that December 4th will be it, but I can't promise that will be it. Just another thing, I do want to say that in the meantime, I have got myself another wine shots, kind of a more blue colour. It's got some kind of orange, kind of rusty, maybe not rusty is the right word, kind of white and orange flowers in there. That's 4 now in the collection. I'm racking them up. And one more thing, Vlad, I did want to ask you a question: is how is this fight with this Bulgarian YouTube promotion going on, or the Serbian promotion? How is that working out for you?
I only know Serbian Battle Championship. I can give you contacts from Itsko, Serbian coach. He knows that I need to see him this week or maybe the week later, so I can talk to him in person. But I only know about Serbian Battle Championship and I know about Armageddon. But I'm not the good guy to contact. You can contact him. I can talk to him in person, and we will see what he's gonna say. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Something else I heard, Vlad, you may have to help me out with the name here. I'm trying to think of the name, but it appears that there's a Serbian prospect coming up on the rise who I think he's undefeated, Marko something.
Marko Bojkovic.
That's right. So I've heard that he's in a different division to me. Is he a
lightweight? You are fatter. He is light.
That is true, but if he's not willing to move down, I'm willing to move up. So Marko, I think he's undefeated. I heard it somewhere he was undefeated. I think that might be my next step. After I get rid of Dillon in this rematch, I think that maybe going over to his homeland, maybe fighting in Serbia to take on Marko. That could be what's next in my career. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, if you win some good points in Scotland, I mean, I can talk to Itsko if you win some good points in Scotland, but he is not a promoter, he is a coach, but he probably knows promoters. And there is in that Armageddon, I think Dražen Forgač is the promoter, not sure though, but I can talk to him and see how it goes. If he doesn't know contact, he can send you contacts, so he can send contacts to Otis, then you can see how it works out in the first place.
Yep, that sounds good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, if I recover, I go this week to gym. If I don't recover, the next week. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to him. That's not a problem.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
All right, no problem. Thank you for the interview. Need to go now. My health is kinda.
Yeah. Stay safe, lad. Your health is very important to me. Hope you're good.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.